Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we were diving deep into some of the most mind-blowing and fun facts about our amazing planet and the vast universe beyond. Get ready to have your curiosity sparked because we've got some real gems for you. Let's start with our furry, feathered, and scaly friends right here on Earth. Did you know that an octopus has 3 hearts? That's right, 3. 2 hearts pump blood through the gills, while the third one circulates blood to the rest of the body. And what's even stranger, when an octopus swims, that third heart actually stops beating. That's why they often prefer to crawl along the ocean floor rather than swim long distances. It's less tiring for their unique circulatory system. Talk about a complex creature. Speaking of ocean life, let's talk about sea otters. These adorable animals hold hands with each other while they sleep so they don't float away. Imagine waking up and your buddy has drifted off into the open ocean. They form these little rafts of otters, sometimes with dozens or even hundreds of them, all linked together. It's not just cute, it's a brilliant survival strategy. They also have the densest fur of any animal in the world, with up to 1 million hairs per square inch. That's how they stay warm in the chilly waters without a layer of blubber like seals or whales. Now, let's move from the sea to the sky. Have you ever wondered why flamingos are pink? Well, they're not born that way. Baby flamingos are actually born with gray feathers. They get their vibrant pink or reddish color from a pigment found in the algae and crustaceans they eat. It's the same pigment that gives carrots their orange color and makes ripe tomatoes red. So, they are quite literally what they eat. The more of this pigment they consume, the brighter their color becomes. Let's buzz over to the insect world for a moment. Honeybees are incredible navigators. When they find a good source of nectar, they return to the hive and perform a special waggle dance to tell their hive mates where to find it. The direction and duration of the dance communicate the precise direction and distance to the food source, relative to the sun's position. It's like a tiny, living GPS system. This sophisticated form of communication is essential for the survival and efficiency of the entire colony. And how about an animal that can defy gravity? Well, not quite, but it's close. A gecko's ability to climb walls and hang upside down from ceilings is the stuff of superhero movies. They don't have suction cups or any kind of adhesive. Instead, their feet are covered in millions of microscopic hairs called seta. Each of these tiny hairs splits into even smaller ends, creating an intermolecular force known as Van der Waals forces between their feet and the surface. This allows them to stick to almost anything, even smooth glass. Let's shift our gaze from the small to the absolutely massive. Let's talk about the blue whale. It's the largest animal ever known to have existed on Earth, even bigger than the largest dinosaurs. Its heart alone can weigh as much as a car, and its tongue can weigh as much as an elephant. A baby blue whale is already one of the largest animals on the planet at birth, weighing up to 3 tons and measuring about 25 feet long. They drink over 100 gallons of their mother's milk every day. Okay, are you ready to leave our planet behind and journey into the cosmos? The universe is filled with wonders that are almost too big to comprehend. But let's try. First stop, our own solar system. We all know Jupiter is the biggest planet, but the sheer scale is staggering. You could fit all the other planets in our solar system inside Jupiter, and you'd still have room to spare. It's a gas giant with no solid surface to stand on, and its famous Great Red Spot is actually a massive storm that has been raging for at least 350 years. This storm is so large that you could fit 2 or 3 Earths inside it. Let's travel further out. Have you ever heard of a diamond planet? Scientists have discovered an named 55 Cancri that is believed to be composed largely of carbon in the form of diamond and graphite. This super-Earth is twice the size of our planet but has 8 times the mass. Imagine a world where mountains and landscapes are made of sparkling diamond. It's about 40 light years away, so we won't be visiting anytime soon. But it's incredible to think about what's out there. Now for something that will really bake your noodle, there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth. Let that sink in for a moment. The next time you're at the beach, pick up a handful of sand and try to count the grains. It's an impossible task. Now, imagine every single beach, every desert, every grain of sand on the entire planet. And there are still more stars twinkling in the vastness of space. Our sun is just one of billions in our own Milky Way galaxy, and there are hundreds of billions of other galaxies out there. Speaking of galaxies, did you know we're on a collision course? The Andromeda Galaxy, our closest large galactic neighbor, is hurtling towards our Milky Way at a speed of about 250,000 miles per hour. But don't panic. This cosmic smash-up won't happen for another 4.5 billion years. When it does, the 2 galaxies will merge to form a new, giant elliptical galaxy. Because the space between stars is so vast, it's unlikely that any individual stars will actually collide. Instead, they'll all be rearranged into new orbits by gravity. Let's talk about time. Time isn't constant throughout the universe, thanks to Einstein's theory of relativity. We know that time can slow down or speed up depending on how fast you're moving and the strength of the gravitational field around you. This is called time dilation. For astronauts on the International Space Station, Time moves just slightly slower than it does for us on Earth. The effect is tiny, but it's real. If you were to travel near a black hole, where gravity is incredibly strong, time would slow down dramatically for you compared to everyone else. And what about the sound of space? Well, in the vacuum of space, there's no medium for sound to travel, so it's completely silent. It's silence more profound than anything we can experience on Earth. However, scientists have found ways to convert the radio emissions from planets and stars into sound waves. The results are hauntingly beautiful and sometimes downright spooky. It's not what you'd actually hear if you were there, but it's a way for us to listen to the symphony of the cosmos. Here's one more before we wrap up. Let's come back to Earth for a second. The fingerprints of a koala are so indistinguishable from a human's that they have, on occasion, been confused at a crime scene. They have the same loops, whorls, and arches. It's a remarkable example of convergent evolution, where two unrelated species independently evolve similar traits. So, if you ever find a koala at a crime scene, don't jump to conclusions. From three-hearted octopuses and dancing bees to diamond planets and colliding galaxies, our world and the universe are brimming with incredible, mind-boggling secrets. It just goes to show that there's always something new and amazing to learn. Whether you're looking under a microscope or through a telescope, keep asking questions, stay curious, and never stop exploring. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you learned something new and had some fun. If you enjoyed this journey through facts, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the unknown. See you in the next video.